Welcome back, guys. In this video, we're going to do a quick technical analysis on Bitcoin to see what we can expect the price movement to be this coming week. Making this video on a Sunday night. And like my feelings on Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is one of those assets that you shouldn't trade. You should invest long term, like whatever you can put away, $10, $50, $100 a week, whatever you can put away. It's for the long term. But I want to do a technical analysis because a lot of you guys are interested in the Bitcoin price. And if you want to make some short term trades, on this channel, I try to bring you stocks with great rally potential. So, short term trades. You could potentially trade the MSTU, which is a MSTR derivative. But as the price of Bitcoin moves up, the price of MSTR will also correspondingly move up, and MSTU is a 2x leverage on the Bitcoin price. So let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart and see what we can expect this coming week. So or this week I was getting a little worried because you see it broke this 50-day moving average, and it was trading well below this 50-day moving average for a while. But I think it's starting to look a lot better. Sunday night, it's above this 50-day moving average on the 4-hour chart. And then if we take a look at the 45-minute chart, so the 45-minute chart is a really good short-term indication of the price movement. Again, you can see like it was getting kind of worrying because it had like a death cross on the 45-minute chart. But I think volume came in, and this is like a pattern that repeats. Yeah, it was trading well below the 50 and the 200-day moving average on the 45-minute chart. And it was looking pretty bad at this point because it did have like a downward cross. But now we're pretty much well above both the 50 and 200-day moving average on the 45-minute chart, and we have a nice cross up. Uh, yeah, it's a golden cross, but technically the golden cross would be on the daily chart. But yeah, we have a nice 50 crossing up over the 200, and it's looking like it's back up on an uptrend. And then if we take a look at the daily chart, again, it was getting a little worrying because you see this major wick down on the Friday. So it could have easily came down. The price movement could have easily came down and touched this, 50-day moving average. So around like trade around like $112,000. But now it's looking good. It's looking like it's going back up to test its previous all-time high. And we know that once it breaks that previous all-time high, it's just going to keep printing new all-time highs for a couple of weeks, like it did previously right here when it broke this previous all-time high. You see it had 5 straight weeks of new all-time highs. And that's what we want to see. That's what we want to see coming up. So I'm going to do some more technical analysis. So like here, so let's take a look at the weekly really quick. I saw something, yep, weekly, something interesting on the weekly. Let's get rid of this line, and let's draw a upper trend line. So this is the channel. It's called, what I'm drawing right now is called a channel, and it's pretty much a range in which the Bitcoin price is trading in. So that's the upper bound, and this would be the lower bound right here. And this is pretty powerful because this isn't on the daily. We're looking at this on the weekly chart. So you can kind of get it as perfect as possible. So yep. So this is the lower, and you see like how it's trading within this channel. Boom, comes up, test that. And so the next leg, again, here it broke the all-time high. Look at how beautiful this is. This is why technical analysis like works so well for short term, not fundamental. But again, Bitcoin. I'm not going over the fundamental value of Bitcoin in this video, so we're just looking at the technical. But technicals works beautifully, as you can see right here. Here, hit the upper channel. It was this is the all-time high, and then when it hit the previous all-time high right here, boom, another like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight weeks of all-time high. And now this is the upper, this we're assessing the channel on the upper bound, and then boom, we're going to see the same exact thing happen again right here. And it's pretty much starting like it broke the previous all-time high. And then so this previous week, or yeah, you could say these 2 weeks were kind of odd, like doesn't really reflect the Bitcoin behavior. But a lot of macro events are going on, like with the tariffs and the whole drama with the Fed rate cut. So but I think the natural pattern will pick back up. So like again, it broke the previous all-time high, and then the next leg up from here, we can see, yeah, we can see it come up and test this $142,000 range before it starts to like trend back down and stay within this channel. But if it breaks this channel, then we're in trouble. Which this cycle seems very different just because we're supposed to be getting a Bitcoin reserve, which hasn't even happened yet. So when that happens, like you're going to see money flood into this asset class like nothing before. And that's Cynthia Loomis is one of the senators that's like working on it, and we know this is a very pro crypto, pro Bitcoin administration. Donald Trump is pro administration. His sons are Donald Trump is pro Bitcoin. His sons are pro Bitcoin. They have Bitcoin on their other companies' balance sheets. So this cycle is very different. So even if it, I don't think it'll break this channel this entire year. So we'll see. And then next year we're definitely getting a Fed rate cut. There'll be a new Fed chair that gets put in. So we'll definitely have a rate cut next year. That's like pretty much like written in stone that next year we'll have a rate cut, and that's going to push the price of Bitcoin up even higher. But okay, so let's from here short term, like what can we expect? We can expect the Bitcoin price to rally up to like say about 20%, yeah, 20% to at least around like 135, $140,000 before maybe it starts to trend down again for a little bit, and then do the pretty much follow this pattern and trend up. And but what could happen potentially, depending on like news, it could break this channel and just like just take off. There's a lot of other Bitcoin analysts like Samson now who's predicting like some Omega God candle where we get like a $10,000 $15,000 candle in one day. So we could see things like that. But again, I want to give you the overall picture. On the downside, we don't want to see Bitcoin break this channel, and we don't want to see Bitcoin on the let's go back to the daily real quick because it'll be easier to see. And we don't want to see Bitcoin break, because these moving averages are going to keep rising up, and we don't want to see Bitcoin break down below the 20-day moving average. Because I could go back and show you if that happens, that's a very bad sign. That's not a good sign. That means for at least the next couple months or maybe a year, the Bitcoin price will start to like trend downwards. But short term, it looks amazing. It looks awesome. Very excited that for the next coming weeks, we could see definitely a 15-20% gain and Bitcoin price rally all the way up to $140,000. So this video is a quick technical analysis on Bitcoin. Again, Bitcoin, I'm a big believer and supporter in Bitcoin. I encourage everyone to invest whatever you can every week into Bitcoin, because if you think of it in terms of decades, it's kind of like I'm pretty certain like in a decade it will be over $1 million. So if you investing $10 into Bitcoin every week right now is like investing $100 into Bitcoin, 10 years from now. Or if you invest $100 a month into Bitcoin, $1,200 a year, that's like investing $12,000 a year into Bitcoin 10 years from now. So you have to think of it in that term. So whatever happens to the price short term, it could come all the way back down to 80,000, but long term Bitcoin will be over $1 million, and I predict it will happen in less than 10 years. So this was a quick technical analysis update on the Bitcoin price and what we can expect coming forward in the next few weeks. Let's come back to this video and see how accurate this prediction was. I predict it will at least trade up to 135 to $140,000. And if you enjoyed this information, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. I pretty much make a lot of videos on economic events, world events. A lot of the videos I've been making lately are like hot stock picks. I try to bring you interesting stocks at a time right before it. And you can check my channel to take a look at the stock picks I have made, the videos on the stock picks I've made so far, and pretty much every single one of them have rallied substantially since I first brought the stock to your attention. Not sometimes I'll do an update, but when I do an update, I just to tell you like what we can expect going forward. But when I first make a video, when the video is first posted about a specific stock, from that initial point, the stock always rallies, and you can go look at all the videos I've made on the channel, not the updates, but the time when I first introduced the stock. And the one that I introduced yesterday was Chegg, which we'll see coming up Monday market open this week. I think has great rally potential. So again, please give this video a like, subscribe to this channel, interact with me in the comment section. I'll respond to every single person that leaves a comment, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.